You know that feeling when you just know she's thinking about you? When something inside you whispers she wants to reach out, but she doesn't. She types, deletes, rewrites, and then vanishes into silence again. And you sit there, fighting that instinct to grab your phone, wondering why she won't just say what's clearly still on her mind. It's not because she doesn't think of you. It's not because she's moved on. It's because reaching out means admitting something she's not ready to face. Not yet. So today, let's talk about why she wants to text you, but doesn't. Not from a place of games or ego, but from the raw psychology behind her silence and how your calm response changes everything. Point 1. She's fighting between her heart and her pride. Every woman who's ever loved deeply goes through this silent war, heart versus pride. Her heart misses you. It remembers your voice, your tone, the way you said her name when she was upset. But her pride, that's the wall she hides behind. She's replaying moments in her mind, maybe that argument, that last cold goodbye. And she's trying to convince herself she's strong enough not to need you. She wants to text, but the second her finger hovers over the keyboard, pride whispers, "Don't you dare! He'll think you're weak," so she stops. But pride doesn't heal the heart, it just delays the truth. The truth that she still feels something, and she's afraid of what it means if she admits it. Point 2. She's testing the silence. She's not just ignoring you for no reason, she's testing your stillness. Silence becomes her experiment. If he really cared, he'd reach out, he'd fight for me. She wants to see if you'll break the silence first, not realizing that the moment you do, she wins but loses respect. See, women subconsciously test masculine energy by observing your reactions to their absence. Do you chase? Do you beg? Or do you hold your ground with quiet confidence? Because when you remain calm and grounded, it tells her you're not trying to control the silence, you've made peace with it. And that, ironically, is what starts to pull her back toward you. Point 3. She's trying to rewrite the story in her head. Every breakup or separation forces both people to rewrite their internal story. For her, that story starts as self-protection. He didn't care enough. It wasn't meant to be. I'm better off. But the more time passes, the more cracks appear in that story. She sees something that reminds her of you, a song, a street, a scent, and suddenly the narrative doesn't make sense anymore. She begins to question it. Was it really all his fault? Did I overreact? But instead of texting you to find peace, she rewrites and rewrites, because reaching out means admitting that the story she told herself to move on might have been a lie, so she keeps the silence alive to protect her own version of healing. Point 4. She's afraid that you've outgrown her. This one hits deep, because when she sees you calm, quiet, and seemingly unbothered, it unsettles her. She starts to wonder, how is he okay without me? Has he changed? Has he moved on? See, most women expect men to spiral after a breakup, to chase, to plead, to post emotional quotes that scream, "I miss you." But when you don't, when you glow up in silence, mentally, emotionally, physically, it triggers something powerful in her. Fear. Fear that she's no longer part of the man you're becoming. Fear that while she's stuck replaying the past, you've evolved into someone she no longer deserves. And that fear is often the biggest reason she doesn't text, because deep down, she's scared of finding out she lost you for good. Point 5. Her friends are her worst advisors. You might think she's cold because she doesn't care, but sometimes she's quiet because her friends told her to be. Don't text him first. Let him chase. He doesn't deserve you. Those lines sound empowering on the surface, but most of them come from friends who are single, bitter, or projecting their own pain. They turn her inner conflict into a competition. Now it's not just about you and hers, it's about her winning in front of her friends. So even when she wants to text you, really wants to, she hesitates because she's not only breaking her pride, She's defying the echo chamber around her, and most people would rather suffer silently than be judged for being vulnerable. Point 6. She thinks you've already moved on. You might not realize it, but your silence speaks volumes. If you've been calm, focused, posting less, maybe even looking happier, she notices. And that creates an illusion that you've already moved on. So even if she's been checking your profile, even if she types that text every night and erases it, she's afraid. Afraid that the man she misses is already halfway through forgetting her. Afraid that if she reaches out, she'll find out she's no longer special to you. And so, instead of risking rejection, she chooses regret. She'd rather wonder than know the truth. And that's the kind of pain that eats at her quietly, in moments you'll never see. Point 7. She's still in her fantasy phase. After a breakup, a woman often builds a fantasy to survive the pain. She convinces herself her new life is better, that she's happier, freer, more independent. Maybe there's even a new guy. But here's what most men don't understand. The fantasy always fades. When that new attention doesn't feel like your presence, when his voice doesn't sound like yours, when she laughs but it doesn't feel real, that's when the mask starts to slip. But until it fades completely, she won't reach out, because admitting she misses you would mean admitting her new chapter wasn't the upgrade she imagined. So she hides behind the illusion, hoping it numbs the truth. Point 8. She's waiting for you to break first. In her mind, this is still a game of power. She tells herself, if he texts first, I still matter. But if she does, it feels like surrender. That's the irony. The one who loved deeper is now forced to act colder. She's waiting for a text that may never come, not realizing that your silence is the most powerful message you could ever send. Because silence says, I'm not angry, I'm not waiting. I've accepted. And when a man accepts instead of reacts, it breaks the cycle of control she's been relying on. That's when she starts to question everything, including why she ever let you go. Point 9. She's not ready to be vulnerable yet. Texting you doesn't just mean talking, it means feeling again. And that's what she's not ready for. She's built a wall to protect herself from the emotions that still live under her skin. Because she knows. The moment she sends that message, it opens a door she's been trying to keep shut. Old feelings, old wounds, old attachments, they all come rushing back. So she avoids it, thinking avoidance is healing. But in truth, healing only happens when you face what you've been running from. And deep down, she knows that. Point 10. Your calm is changing the dynamic. Right now, the silence is her move. But your calm, that's the counter move she never expected. You're not reacting, not begging, not chasing, you're just living. And that calmness, it's magnetic. It makes her question her assumptions. It makes her curious again. Does he still care? Has he really changed? That's when the silence begins to backfire. Because when a woman realizes her distance didn't break you, it breaks her illusion of control. And that's when the message she's been holding back for weeks, months, maybe longer, finally gets sent. So if you've been wondering why she hasn't texted, don't take her silence as indifference. Take it as a sign that she's still processing. She wants to text you, she really does, but her pride, her fear, her ego, they're louder right now. Your job isn't to fix that. Your job is to stay calm, stay grounded, stay focused on your growth. Because when you master that, your silence stops being a reaction. It becomes a reflection of your strength. And that's the version of you she'll never forget. The man who didn't beg, the man who didn't chase, the man whose peace was louder than her silence.